So morning, this one's really for Sean, and this is a really quick one. He asked me the other day, how do I create things like this in a Moodle platform, in your Moodle page, effectively? Well, you've got to be a bit brave on this one because what you have to do is you have to throw in some HTML. You don't necessarily need to know what it is. You just need to know how to edit it. So really, it's just looking at throwing little snippets of code into the topics in order for you to be able to create something like this. And these are just three little dummy bits that are thrown into Sean's course at the bottom. And there's just a couple of buttons, a bit of text, a label, and a space for an image to go. Now, how do I do that? Well, Moodle has a framework within it, enable us to sort of extend on that framework if you like. All you're doing really is you're throwing in code, HTML code, that is the same framework as what Moodle has within it, just to visually show something like this. And then you just use various tricks, if you like, to hide sort of bits and pieces like this image folder that I've got down the bottom, or this chassis revision, or even this H5P link here. So you could put pictures up there, you could put these up in there. Once you get the hang of it, you can do what you like with it. So, okay, bit of groundwork first. Where do I get these little snippets from? We have within our Moodle platform a theme called Theme Lambda. I'll send the links out in due course for this. Basically, all I do, because I always forget the link, is I type in Google Theme Lambda documentation, and somehow I get to here. It's only about a couple of links down in Google, and you find this. And what you get is you get Bootstrap components, plugins, etc., content boxes. This is how you would add an image, a button in, blue, warning, warning, warning. Warning, yellow, danger, red. So that's basically what you're doing, and that put your button in. You can put these little icons on if you know how to find those. Not for this one, we'll do that one later. So let's just scroll down a little bit here, and we'll look at this area here, which is effectively what they're calling like these sort of thumbnaily things. And I've just thrown, let's have a quick look, just make sure I haven't thrown one of those down. I've just thrown that strip in by coming down here and going full HTML code, copying and pasting this, like so, copy, coming into my course here, and this is the key bit. You go to whatever your edit you need to be. So this particular one, I went edit topic in there. That then gives you a blank one of those. So it gives you a blank one of them. Then what you have to do is you have to turn on more buttons. Go right to the very bottom where it says HTML, and you won't see that, but you'll see that. It looks no different, but actually what you're doing is it's kind of like HTML viewer has two sides to it. Think of it like that. One is how people see it when it's on the page, and the other one is the code that you're going to see. So you kind of flick it over. So what we're going to do, we're going to throw in the HTML. So make sure you've turned on HTML. Now if you hit it again, you'll come back to that. So really all I've done is I've picked that code up from Theme Lambda, there, come back into my page, turn editing on, gone to the label, more buttons, down to turn HTML on, and then I've thrown this in. And if I just go save changes quickly and let the page just flick over, you'll see those in the bottom. There we go. Now all you need to know then is how to edit the various parts in these to make them do what you want to do. Simple as that. Now everything you put in a Moodle page gains a URL. So where I've added this images folder in the bottom here by simply going add an activity folder, and then I've thrown into that folder, excuse me, 3 pictures, and quite blatantly just robbed them off BBC just for now, just for demonstration purposes. I'm not taking credit for them or anything like that. It's just so you can show you how to do it. And now, because these images are in this folder and they're stored within Moodle, they've each got their own URL. So if I just go right click car and go copy link address, or if you're on a different browser, just copy the shortcut or the URL, whatever it comes up with. So you want to copy the link, you want to copy the address. Go there, come back to your course. I'm using my breadcrumbs here. I'm going to go back down to my page, and then I'm going to put in where these dots are. I'm going to put in that picture. Now, I haven't resized this picture, so they could go horribly wrong, but we'll find out. So what we do, we go take the 3 dots out of the equation. That's my source. In Moodle, you don't actually need that bit on the end. You can leave it in there, it's not going to do any harm. I just usually strip it out because that's just me. And then this is your alternate text. So that particular image was for cars. So I could do cars. That's all that's going to happen if the image doesn't display. That's what you're going to see. So if I turn that HTML view back to the other, are the right size. So make sure you dimensions and your resolution are identical for all 3, then you're not going to have any issues by one image being a different size to the other as soon as you throw them in there. So if I just go, I'm going to go backwards and forwards here for a minute. If I just go, I'm going to go to the Hamilton one. I know that versed is PNG, so I don't really have to worry about that one too much. This time I'm going to hit my control key while hitting that, and it's going to open another tab in the bottom. That just saves me going backwards and forwards, in and out, if you like. So let's go back into here again. And this time I'm going to go to edit again, edit topic. And I'm going to turn my HTML view. I do that. You're not doing anything different that I wouldn't do. This isn't technical really at all. Just going to change my source. I'm going to take force download off again. I'm going to go and take the dots off. Which one was that one? I forget which one that one was. Hamilton. So Hamilton. I'm going to actually change the link. I got it from here actually. So let's go BBC. Let's go find where Hamilton was. There he is. So what I could do is I could effectively use something like this. I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to throw that in where the thumbnail label is, like so. And I'm also going to just take a little bit of text. I'm going to take that. Now, sometimes when you do this, just check to see what that is. Let's just put that one in there. So all I'm doing is copy and pasting in between. So that P's are paragraph text tags. H4 is header with a 4 size. They go from 1 through to 7, depending on how the site is designed. Could be different sizes, different widths, different styles completely. So that's sort of edited that little bit. So I've come back to that. We've now got Hamilton, and we've got a bit of text. Now, you would spend time, and I would spend time adjusting this. So I would take text out to make it all the right height. You can do things to force these blocks to be the right height and all the rest. I won't go into it just now. This is just really throwing one in and editing the text. Now, what these aren't doing, they're not going anywhere. So what you would want to do is attach a link to various parts of these. Now, if I was creating one of these, I actually probably wouldn't have the buttons on. I would simply link off the images and link off the text, just like you see in a normal site. So if I'm coming over here, there's no buttons in here, there's no buttons there. You link off the picture or you link off that. So consider that when you're creating them. You don't need buttons, only use buttons. Maybe you're going to use buttons in Moodle here to link to an assignment or something like that, but you can still link off a picture. It's no big deal. So if I didn't want those two buttons on, again, I'm going back into here. Always go back into here. You can edit in that bit by hitting these and deleting them. Sometimes it deletes bits you don't want to delete. So what I tend to do to display safe is I just do this. So for the top one, at top one there, I'm going to get rid of these two here, and that will get rid of my buttons. I'm going to get rid of that P there, that paragraph text there. You'll see when I flick it back over, no button. Happy days. I'll tell you what I'm going to do just to show you something else. So which one was that one? That was the car one. No idea which one that was. Robbed it out of here somewhere. Could well have been that one actually. So what I could do is I could go into there, and then I could copy that. I could come back into here, and I could, if I wanted to, simply do that. Now what happens, notice the formatting's different. Moodle will take the formatting from anywhere in here and put it in there. So if you actually want a bit of text off a site and you want to take links through, that's a great option. That will take your links for you, and you'll just literally copying and pasting stuff in there, and it's going to take the links. So if I go, look, I'm just copying and pasting stuff now. It's going crazy. Look, it's taking the format in. Decide on which way you want to do it. I find this untidy. I would rather do it like this and then start adding the links in, and I can keep my format in. Entirely up to you. So let's look at now adding hyperlinks to maybe one of these, and then what we'll do, we'll tidy that one up, and we've got all three going. Just seeing how long my recording is, 12 minutes. Right, so let's have a look at these. So I've got two things going off here. One with formatting robbed off BBC. This one here with formatting that I've done through the HTML view and added the pictures in. I think it's time to add a picture in here as well. So I'm going to go back to my pictures again. I'm going to go to Verst, copy link address, come back into my HTML view. I'm at the bottom one now. So let's just go like this. And then we'll go Verstappen. Let's go find what Verstappen was on about. Where is he? There he is. So this is something to do with Max Verstappen's maturity. No doubt he is. So let's go H4 in there. Sorry, wrong page. I'm going to take the heading off of that one. Edit topic, and then I'm going to add in this one. So I prefer this way. This way for me is much preferable to robbing it off the BBC. Entirely up to you though. Depends how you want to do it. You can see it's not taking me very long to do it. So that's added that one in. Now maybe I want to link to this page from that. So maybe I want to look at this one. And I'm quite fortunate because where I took the pictures from, I took them from the BBC, so I knew they were all the same size. So let's have a look. Maybe I want an image. Maybe I want that text there to be off, or that text there to be off to a link to that article. So I'm going to do it on this one. So I'm going to take my URL here. I'm going to copy that. It's just URLs. I'm going to go into this one. I'm going to go there. And where are you? Max Verstappen's early millions. Maybe we'll put it in this button. So all we've got to do is paste that into that href tag there, and it would be go to article. And if you don't want that button, simply get rid of that one. I don't think that needed. And then we've got, look, Verstappen's maturity millions. We've got go to article. Good practice will be really to link that picture, maybe that there as well, to the article, if that's what you want. So we know that's our link. We know that that whole thing there, to be honest, let's go H4, right? A href equals, close that off, put that in there, and put that in there. You can view this video backwards and see this again. I can also do that to the image, so let's take that whole bit there, and then we'll encase the image in a link, like that. So that's an image that's within here. That's the header also has a link in it, and we also have a button. So if I go there like that, whoa, look at that, that's really played with that one. Let's have a look, see what that's doing. Okay, that is obviously not liking that. That would be something that I would edit and investigate a bit later. It's obviously something in the Moodle styles that's either knocking out that image size, or it's maybe adding something to a style. I'll have to investigate and see what's going on with that one. That's basically all I've done there, look, to add those three things in. Because that's now in a topic, I could have put those three in a label. If I'd have gone edit resource and gone label, that label would have been free to move within each of those. As it happens, it's in this topic 10, like so. Topic 9, like that, for argument's sake. Now I've just done that for a little trick. Now that's in topic 9. I'm putting the images in topic 10. Right, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit this little reduce the number of sections button. Now watch what happens written here. You will see orphaned activities. What that means is this little topic effectively is hidden from students but still accessible. So it's different from going to topic 8 and going hide. If I'd have done that down there, that topic 8 is not visible and it's not accessible by students. That is not visible, but it is accessible to students. So that means my images can be got to and displayed in there. So if I want then to move ESP systems and make a little image like this thing in there, I do the same process what I've done here, but I can just have one across maybe, or one image, or one bit of text. I move that into my orphans section and they can still access that, but they can't see it down here. So it's just tidies it up a bit. All they see is those three things, or that bit up there, whatever you've got. So that's basically all I'm doing. So dead easy. Search for theme lambda documentation in Google. Find the element you want. Go to Bootstrap Components. I've just dumped this one down in here, but it may well be that you want to pick an image, a button. It may well be that you want some of these. So all you're doing again is you're taking this bit, or that bit will give you all of that, and you just edit it like I've done. Maybe we want a carousel of images. If that's what you want again, get your images first, put them in a folder, store them, get your URLs, collect those up. Make sure your pictures are the same size. Give yourself less of a headache. Then all you're doing is you're just copying that stuff and changing the image sources to fit each of them. Yes, it takes a little bit of work, but look what you can achieve. That's taken me 20 minutes through explaining that to you. Once you get the hang of creating these, you store the HTML in a Word document with all your little sources and your links, everything else in place, and all you do is you copy and paste that and bung it in there. That's all you're doing. Robin Peter, pay Paul. Bang it in. Okay. Hope you find that useful. It was for Sean's question, how do you get those things in a Moodle course? That's how. All right, bye.